What's up everyone, Charlie Brown here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys a problem around this area with this particular McDonald's. As you can see, there's nowhere to put your bike at. That pole looks too big of a diameter. And if you look over here, you can see that these signs have a big yellow sleeve over them, and my lock will not even fit over that. So I'm gonna ride around, guys, real quick and just give you guys a glimpse of the area, maybe around McDonald's here, and show you guys the issue. So I got my phone on right now, and I'm gonna go ahead and throttle and show you guys around the area. Let me know if you see anywhere that I can park my bike, but just give me 1 second here. I'm not sure, but we're gonna go ahead and go right now, and you guys will get a glimpse of the area. And this is the Jerry Lewis McDonald's in Lima, Ohio, guys. Scanning for bike racks, scanning for bike racks, scanning for bike racks, scanning for bike racks, scanning for bike racks. I don't see any bike racks anywhere, guys. Look. And I mean, it's not an issue with all the McDonald's that's owned by Jerry Lewis. I think a few of them have bike racks, but this one does not. And I rode my bike all the way out here to redeem my coupon for my free meal, and there's nowhere to park your bike. So, therefore, I'm gonna go ahead and try to bring my bike inside and see what they say. So let's go ahead and take the bike inside and see what they say, guys. All right, let me shut it off. Okay. Hey guys, we got the bike in here. Go ahead and park it right here. Okay. All right, guys. We got the bike in here. Let's go ahead and pull the coupon out. All right, guys. Thank you so much. What's up, everyone? Charlie Brown back. I was able to get my large meal. It was honored to me, unlike the Market Street location. But anyways, today in this continuance of my journey, I'm going to go ahead and go around to these businesses on the east side of Lima, Ohio. And I'm going to show you guys that these businesses don't really have anywhere to park your e-bike or e-scooter or a bike anywhere, actually. I mean, you can find a pole or something to lock it to, but there's not really any dedicated parking around this area. So I'm gonna go ahead and go around to some more businesses on this side of town and show you guys that there's no parking available for e-bikes. And as most of you know, e-bikes are not fully waterproof. They are water resistant, but they're not fully waterproof. So let's go ahead and we already did McDonald's. Let's go ahead and go over to Captain D's. My bad, guys. It looks like that's Skyline, but let's circle around Skyline and see if there's any bike parking. Scanning for bike parking. Scanning for bike parking. Can't park your bike there. They can just lift the lot right up and take it right off. Circling around, as we see. Show you guys. No bike parking. right, guys. There's no bike parking over here. Let's go ahead and check out Chipotle. See Chipotle over there, guys? We're at Chipotle, guys. Let's go ahead and ride around Chipotle and see what we can find. No bike parking. You can probably put your bike right there. It's not ideal though. Scanning for bike parking. Scanning for bike parking. None. All right, let's go ahead and go to Subway. I think this is newly built. Maybe. No bike parking. All right, guys, let's go ahead and go over to back to Captain D's. You can park your bike right there on the handicap sign, but is that legal? Are you allowed to do that? Is it ideal? Not necessarily. Let's keep going. I felt a raindrop, guys, but it doesn't look like it's going to pour down rain or anything. So let's just keep riding around, guys, and see what else we can find. Wendy's. Let's do a quick ride around. No bike parking. No bike parking available. Taco Bell. Again, no bike parking. Now we're at Starbucks. Hopefully Starbucks cares about workers or customers. I don't think, yeah, I guess we can get in here earlier. Again, no bike parking. Right here is Red Lobster. This place has been here for a minute though. Probably longer than all these other fast food restaurants. Let's go ahead and take a look and see if there's any bike parking. I keep feeling raindrops, but I don't think it's going to rain that hard. If it does, it's going to be sprinkling, and that's generally okay for an e-bike. You just don't want your bike covered in rain. There's no bike parking here. I'm sure you can like park your bike against that rail right there and lock it in, but that's not ideal. It's not professional. It would look sloppy. Let's do a couple more. On the way to Aldi, guys. As you can see, no bike racks. All right, guys. It looks like there's a Walgreens right there. I can see from the distance if there's any bike racks. I'm sure there isn't. I've never seen one there. Let's just go ahead and go to Walmart and see if there's anything over here. I'm sure if you got a job here, you could bring your bike inside through the back or maybe through the side or something like that, through like an employee entrance. But let's go ahead and take a ride around the perimeter around, around Walmart and see if there's any parking for bikes. I'm not sure if any employees would be coming in through this side, but I don't see any bike parking. Let's go ahead and go around to the back and try not to enter any restricted areas. I don't see any signs telling me I shouldn't be back here, so let's just ride down here and see what we can find. All right, guys, we definitely won't find any bike racks in this area. This is where they pick up the groceries and stuff. Thank you, Walmart, so much. You're the only business on this side of town that has a single bike rack. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Walmart, for caring about your customers and caring about your employees. Thanks again, Walmart. But guys, this doesn't erase the fact that we still need covered bike parking. We don't just need only the bike rack. We need covered bike parking because most e-bikes are water resistant, but they're not fully waterproof. You don't want to be in the rain with one of these. Sure, you could go ahead and buy yourself a bike cover and keep your bike out here. But if you're going to install bike racks outside these businesses, at least make them a covered bike rack to protect users' bikes from rain and other weather. It would be a great idea. It would show that you care about your customers and care about your employees. All right, guys, as you can see here, it suddenly started pouring down rain real bad and crazy. So it looks like I'm not going out in the rain in this pretty soon. So I'm just going to hang in here and wait till it stops raining. All right, guys, I'm heading back home now. This is exactly what I was talking about inside Walmart. Carrying a full-size bike cover like this just isn't realistic for most people. When it's packed up, it barely fits in your book bag, and if you do squeeze it in, you're either pushing out everything else or you risk damaging things like your laptop, tablet, or other electronics. For riders who rely on their bikes daily, whether it's for work, errands, or just getting around, it isn't a long-term solution. That's why covered bike racks matter. They remove the burden from the rider and put the responsibility on the businesses and cities to offer real support. All right, so look at this guy on the bike right here. He's just in regular clothes, but I want you to imagine for a second that he's wearing a fast food uniform. Picture this. He's got to get to work. He rides his e-bike all the way across town, carrying this big bulky bike cover stuffed in his backpack. There's no bike rack, definitely no covered parking. So when he gets there, he locks his bike up to a pole and pulls out the cover to protect it from the rain. Now he walks into the restaurant, already sweating from the ride, plus the extra weight on his back. He's dripping sweat. The maintenance man goes like, "Yo, who's leaking all over the floor?" He finally makes it to the back to clock in, and the manager stops him like, "Why are you all sweaty?" And he's like, "My bad. I had to carry my bike cover in my backpack. It's kind of bulky. There's no bike parking outside." Then the manager hits him with, "You can't be this sweaty around food. You'll either need to go home and change or wait in the break room until you dry off." And honestly, that's partly on the employer. If your employees ride bikes, especially electric ones, and you don't give them secure, covered place to lock it up, you're creating this exact problem. Bike covers aren't a real solution. They're heavy, they take up space, and they don't make up for the fact that riders, especially workers, deserve proper infrastructure. So right here we got these empty lots, just open space, sitting right in the middle of all these businesses. I don't know who owns the land, but honestly, this would be the perfect spot for a covered public bike parking area. Now, don't get me wrong. This doesn't mean one person should solve the problem for everyone. Every business should still provide their own bike parking for customers and employees. But if someone, whether it's a city, a developer, or a local business owner, wanted to step up and give the community a safe central spot to park bikes, this would be the place to do it. It's right in the middle of everything. It would help a lot of people, and it would send the message that this town supports people who ride. So yeah, I'm showing you what it's like out here. Businesses with no racks, people forced to carry covers, and even wide open space that could fix part of the problem. Whether it's a public solution or each business stepping up, it's time for places like this to start thinking about bike riders too. Thanks for watching, and if you ride, speak up. If you run a business, take action. A little effort can go a long way.